Hi there! Xin chào! This is Vanessa again. Nice seeing you up here with me again. And this is gonna be a second video that I'm sharing with you the signs or the hints that you can catch on when you first get to know a Vietnamese lady to see if she's a long-term fit for you or not.
But first, how would you like an ongoing supply of free reports, helpful resources and unique cultural insights for meeting, dating and marrying a Vietnamese woman? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon, and you'll never miss out again.
Before getting started into the topic, the part 2, I'm gonna share with you some of my insights and the information that I think that you need to know. First of all, if you have not watched the first video, the first 4 tips that the signs that I share with you, then go ahead and watch that video and then come back here for this second part, okay? And then secondly, I want to share with you that we, Alex and I and our team, we are creating this channel and these videos because we want to give you and share with you really useful and helpful information for those of you English-speaking men who are looking into a long-term relationship and even marriage with a Vietnamese lady, a mature Vietnamese lady. That one I always try to emphasize that. We don't want you to waste your time, your effort, your energy, even your money into a relationship that you may have end up with a breakup. You may end up with a bad experience or something that really sad at the end, okay? We focus on sharing the for the men's side. And I myself do have videos and tips and a group of ladies, Vietnamese ladies side that I'm sharing with them the same thing, okay? So they can be ready for a serious and long-term relationship or even marriage. This series of videos, of course, there's some of the signs of some of the information that I'm sharing with you here may not apply for those of you who be able to meet locally, face-to-face, and you can get to know each other and make a commitment much quicker too, okay? Compared to who are in a long-distance relationship, like either if you're in the States and you're in different states, different time zones, and if your ladies who still live in Vietnam or elsewhere, and it's gonna be a long-distance relationship and it's gonna take time. Before I get started, one of the most fundamental reminder I want to share with you over and over on each of my videos is that you yourself, or both sides, man and woman, if you say that you are ready for a long-term relationship or marriage, then you must be physically and mentally stable, because otherwise, you need to improve yourself and take in some classes, read books and seminars, self-development to give yourself a best version of yourself and be happy on your own before you actually get into a relationship. Then it will be a long-lasting relationship. I strongly believe it. And I also want to share with you that I wish that I have someone, or the channel at the time, YouTube channel, that share with me these tips, this warning sign, so I know and I can save a lot of time, save a lot of tears, sad experiences as well, okay? So and for that reason, always as a man, always be a gentleman, because if you want a good relationship, you want a good wife, you want a great relationship, long-lasting relationship, you must be that person first. That person be able to provide that kind of environment, that kind of relationship first, before you ask the other person to be the same. So today I'm going to share with you the warning signs number 5. This is the first stage as well. If you're just first getting to know a Vietnamese lady, maybe just a few weeks in, or maybe 1 or 2 months in, or 3 months in, then she already asking about your financing, really in details, okay? How much did you spend today, in a month? How much you spend on rent? She wants to know everything about your budget, your money, your income, your expenses. Then that's a warning sign for you, which means that she's a bit of possessive and controlling in a way too, and Because why I'm saying that, because she wants to know everything about you, which means that she's not secure in the other way too. And of course, you don't want to share that many details when you first know each other, or first talk to each other, get to know each other for the first few months, because you're not really in a serious relationship, not make a commitment yet, but she already show you that side. That it's not that she really, that doesn't mean, because some of you may say, oh, it means that she care for me. That's not true. Okay, because you're still in the state where you get to know that person. If it's a good person, if we're compatible in a certain way, and or talking to her or him can make me feel happy, and still can be myself. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on to get to know each other. So that's one thing that I want you to pay attention to. Okay, and my next thing that I want to share with you is, like, when you talk to this lady and she just complaining, whining about some things, in a negative ways, such as complaining about her co-workers, about her days she didn't have a good day, about her families, about her relatives, about her works, about how she looks, etc. Then that's another warning sign that I want you to take in and consider, because which means that she doesn't know how to love herself and take care of herself, as well as she's not happy with herself, which means she also have a low self-esteem, or we can say a low self-image of herself. And just imagine that, will you want to be living with someone day by day, day after day, where all you're hearing is just negativity? Okay, so consider that and think about that to really step back and say, okay, will I be able to change this? If you are stable, if you are in a healthy, balanced state, mentally, physically, then of course you will realize that. And then it's your choice if you love. And I cannot say it's 100%. And the next tip I want to share with you is that when you start talking, just asking some general questions, get to know each other first. But you can asking her, like, or pay attention to the conversations or her responses, that if she have any plans for her future, such as, I'm thinking about, what you want to be in 5 years or 10 years or so, how you see yourself. That is a more general question that you can ask, but then you get to know her. And if she say, I'm not sure, I'm gonna work at the same place, and I'm happy with where I'm at, yeah. And or I say, I don't know, and I don't know if I'm gonna get married. I don't know if I like to live in the state. I don't know if I like to live in the city. I don't know if I like to live in the village. And doesn't have to say too far ahead. You can also ask, what's your plans for this week? What you doing for this coming weeks or so? And most of the time, what you hear and say, I don't know, I don't have any plan. I just go with the flow. And yes, I know that you can be spontaneous. It's a great thing. It's something that's really positive. But if you don't really know and don't really have any plan, you don't plan your days out, or you don't plan your futures, your months, your years, and you don't want to achieve something, don't have a goal, then that's another one inside. To me, that's another one inside. Because if I meet a guy who don't have a future plan or don't know what he's doing, then of course I'm gonna back out. It's gonna be a totally turn off for me. So for that reason, and again, I'm sharing with you because the ideal Vietnamese ladies that I want you to look for a serious relationship and a long-term relationship or even marriage is someone who is independent, have making her own living, and a happy person by herself, and she also have her own hobbies, healthy hobbies, of course, and that a plus. Have a group, a circle of friends, a good positive circle of friends, and she's herself know how to take care of herself, how to love herself, and how to improve herself, and be a better version of herself day after day. Then that's a really plus side for you. Okay. Other than that, if she does things that opposite of those that I'm sharing with you, I'll be sharing with you, then those are the warning signs. You need to have to really step back and think, okay, is this person that I'm looking for? Are these characters from her that I'm looking for a long term? And you have to think, maybe I'm gonna stay with this person for the rest of your life. So consider that. Even though I know it's too early, but still, those are the signs that you need to know, because that's just really, really important. Okay, so I actually just share with you another 4 warning signs that you need to look for or identify when you first start talking with a Vietnamese lady. Okay. And again, if you are in a long distance relationship, highly recommend that you use video calls to build trust. I want to end this video reminding you once again that in any relationship, especially in marriage or long-term serious relationship, it's really, really important that you respect the other person, and you be able to communicate with that person, and you can build trust with that person, right? And most important of all is that you still feel like you can be yourself when you're talking to that person, get to know that person and be around that person, and you feel like you need to improve yourself because of the other person. If I see the guy I'm talking to, he has a future plan for himself, and he have a career, he knows what he's doing, and he's really nice gentleman, and serious about a relationship, and I can communicate to him, I can talk to him, I can trust him, and he showed me that he respect me, treat me as another equal. You want a long-term relationship with that person. Within yourself, you say, oh, I must be a better person. If she loves to have a healthy lifestyle, then when you are not, then if you want to be able to have a long-term relationship with that person, then you will eventually learn how to have a better, healthy lifestyle as well. That's the thing. But not because she told you to, or she tells you, oh, you have to, okay? But you voluntarily feel like drawing into improving yourself. So that's the difference I want to share with you. Okay, so thanks so much for your time. Thanks for watching. And again, thanks so much for supporting our channel. Give us feedback, give us some suggestion, some topics suggestion as well, and we really appreciate it. So if you have any other comments or your own story or experience, thought or feedback, don't forget to put it down in the comment section below. Okay, and the most important thing of all is don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Okay, and again, I'm signing off. This is Vanessa Ho, and I'm looking forward to see you on my next video. Xin chào và rất là cảm ơn. Hẹn gặp lại sau. Bye bye.